At first glance, it's a surprising figure that goes against the grain of what we've been told about the economic crisis in Britain. Everything is supposed to be doom and gloom. So why has the latest research shown that net household wealth has surpassed the £7 trillion mark for the first time ever? Your net household wealth is calculated by taking the value of any residential buildings you own and your financial assets. So that's things like your bank deposits, your government bonds, your shares and your life insurance, and subtracting that figure against any outstanding debts you have. £7 trillion should mean that each household in the UK has £86,000, but that's simply not the case. Why? Well, the clue is where I'm standing, here, on England's most expensive street. A 4-bedroom house on Egerton Crescent recently sold for £12 million. Houses here are 72 times more expensive than the national average. Those who can afford these kinds of homes are, according to this study, taking more than their fair share. The richest 10% in Britain have 22 times more household wealth than the entire bottom half of British society.
The alleged wealth of the country is in fact a falsity created by pumping the money largely into housing prices for the benefit of the wealthy, so that a 10% rise on a million house gives you a £100,000 rise in financial wealth. But the overall effect of it is in fact to lessen the opportunity, to lessen the relative wealth of those in poor. And everything they're doing at the moment decreases not just the wealth but the life chances of the people who are in the bottom 50 to 70%.
The large divide between rich and poor is expanding. While the government will use record-breaking household wealth statistics to prove the economy is healthy, the reality is government policy is making the average person economically sick.
The economy is economically sick and it's having physical consequences for people. We'll soon be finding the suicide rate will be getting higher. The malnutrition rate, the number of children who are not actually having that key breakfast in the morning, and of course things like education. 93% of the population going to the state schools, and a good half of those will never have proper life chances because of the way the system works.
And so the system grinds on, prosperously for the few and poorly for the many. Nagus Mobalery, Press TV, London.